So you're thinking about moving to the Oklahoma City area, specifically Edmond, Oklahoma, and you got a budget in the 300,000s? Well, we're gonna go check out a couple neighborhoods that fit that criteria, and we're heading over there right now. All right, so today we are going to head over to a couple neighborhoods here in the Edmond, Oklahoma area that I believe offer quite a bit in the 300,000s. Now, truthfully, there are many neighborhoods here in Edmond who offer quite a bit in that range. But today for this episode, we're going to focus primarily on the neighborhoods of the Grove and Valencia. But before we get into that, I just want to say if you've been thinking about moving to the Oklahoma City area, whether it's 3 weeks or 3 months from now, I would love to help you. So feel free to reach out to us. All of our contact information is in the description. Just reach out, say hello, and we'd love to help you. So let's get into the video. All right, guys, so we are here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and that is a suburb here in the north side of the Oklahoma City metro. Now, a little bit about Edmond. It is one of the fastest growing suburbs here in the Oklahoma City metro, somewhere around 97,000 population. So just a very fast growing community here. Today what we're focusing on is homes in the $300,000 range. Most of the homes here are somewhere in the $300,000 to $400,000 range, so I thought it was a good place to start. Coming up on a home over here, just double checking here that we're at the right place. So just right behind me, this home here is listed right at $290,000 actually, so it's a little bit under 300, but for $290,000, what you get here at that home is $175 a square foot, about 1,660 square feet. It's a 4-bed, 2-bath. 2013 build. Most of the homes in this neighborhood it's relatively newer. It's what I like so much about the Grove community here. Homes mostly built from 2010 and beyond. So if you're looking to purchase, in a community that's a little bit newer, this is really a great spot for you, especially in that price range. So touching a little more about kind of the weather we have here in Oklahoma City. So summer's very warm. We've had several days in the hundreds this summer, but we also see a lot of cold that a lot of people don't really recognize that we get in this part of the country. In January, February, we see a good amount of frozen temperatures, freezing rain, but the trade-off is that we do have 4 seasons here. So we have some beautiful springs and also some very beautiful fall. This is listed right behind me at $338,000. This particular home here you're gonna get a lot of square footage for that. Built in 2012. You get a huge backyard and really a lot of square footage. That one's listed at $338,000, comes down to about $151 per square foot. So when compared to the other one that we saw here, listed just under $300,000, it was about 1,660 square feet. So about 500, 600 square feet smaller, but that one just under 300 is going to have a little bit newer finishes, so that's kind of the trade-off there. So I want to go just walk past the neighborhood of one more home here in the Grove and just to kind of give you an overview of what this neighborhood looks like. Newer builds, pretty nice amenities, a very nice quiet neighborhood. So let's head over to this other house here in the Grove and see what else they got for sale. We'll see you over there. See ya. Okay guys, so we are still here in the Grove community here in Edmond, Oklahoma, and just jumped over a couple streets here in the same community because I saw another home in that same $300,000 range. As I mentioned, homes in this neighborhood typically are in the high twos into sometimes the high fours. So we may make a visit back over here whenever we are discussing on this channel homes in the $400,000 range, because there are quite a few that are available in that range too, if that's something you're looking to do. So again, if you're considering moving to Oklahoma City in the $300,000 range, Edmond is one of the many places you can find, quite frankly, a lot of house in that range. So hopefully this helps. So as you kind of look down the street, you can get a good glimpse of, what this neighborhood really looks like. And really, as I said before, it's really just one of the cooler neighborhoods, in my opinion. Homes mostly built, like I said, 2010 and beyond. So, so this one here is listed right behind me at $396. So, we're talking about the high threes here. And this one it's another one with a lot of square footage. So we're talking about 2,300, just under 2,400 square feet. And that one is a 4-bed as well with 2-bathroom and 3-car garage on that one. Listed right at 167 a square foot. As I'm sure you guys are seeing in your market, there is some softening in the market, which really is a good thing for buyers because it is, handing over a little bit of leverage in what is still a very strong seller's market, but it does give the opportunity for buyers to come in and maybe ask for a little bit of concessions here and there. So anyway, so those are the three I thought was worth noting here in the Grove neighborhood in the 300s. Here's what I'd like to do is jump over to the Valencia neighborhood, which is pretty nearby as well, kind of similar, has homes in that same price range here in Edmond, Oklahoma. So I will hop over there and we'll see you here in a bit. See ya. Okay, so we are over here in the Valencia neighborhood, and this is another one of those neighborhoods I really like here. You can see kind of the homes style. This particular neighborhood has homes built all the way back into the 2000s, but primarily we see a lot similar to the Grove. These are built in 2010 and beyond. So this particular street has mostly newer builds, so we're talking about homes built 2019, 2021. And so the home I wanted to take a glance at here, we're walking up on right now, is listed at $353. It is just under 2,000 square feet and 2019 build, right at 180 a square foot. And so this gets you here in Edmond, Oklahoma in the Valencia neighborhood. 353 gets 4 bedrooms. It is a craftsman style build. One of the builders here really likes these craftsman style builds, which gives a really unique look to this neighborhood. And so of course those built in this area of the neighborhood with these newer builds going to have a little more modern look to them, and some pretty nice finishes. So for the mid 300s, it's really a lot of home, in my opinion. And one of the things that I wanted to mention, one of the great things about living in this area here in Edmond is that you pretty much every one of these little suburb areas, every one of these neighborhoods, you're kind of just an offshoot out of the neighborhood, pretty much directly over to your local grocer. You've got your gas stations accessible right out of the neighborhood. But you're also right close to the highway systems that take you pretty much right down to Oklahoma City within about a 20 or 25-minute drive, which is super convenient to have pretty readily available downtown amenities for the ability to also live, here in the suburbs where it's nice and quiet. So we're gonna head over to just down the street. There's another one in this neighborhood I thought was worth looking at. Let's go take a look at that one over here before we leave the Valencia neighborhood, and I will see you over there. Bye. So here in Valencia, just the same street, we got another craftsman home I just wanted to take a glance at. And this one is 2020 build, and it is listed right at $347. Has 3-bed, 2-bath. Has a massive backyard in this one, so very similar square footage. Also listed at 180 a square foot. Once again, this is Valencia here in Edmond, and just kind of wanted to give you guys a good idea of another one of my favorite neighborhoods in this part of Edmond that really just has some great homes in that $300,000 range. I'll try to throw some photos up here in the screen to kind of show you some of the interiors of the homes we've been looking at today, so you kind of get a better idea of what you're working with conditions and style wise. So from here I'm gonna head right over to a local coffee shop and probably wrap up the day, and I'm gonna take you guys with me. But I do appreciate you guys coming along with me and taking a look here in this part of the Oklahoma City Metro in Edmond today, and to see what $300,000 range can get you. So let's head over, grab some coffee. I'll see you there. All right, guys, gonna wrap up the video here. Just grabbed me an iced coffee here around the corner at a place called Black Rifle Coffee. And I hope you had a good time coming along with me to check out these couple neighborhoods, specifically in Edmond, Oklahoma, in the $300,000 range. This is the type of content that I want to bring to you so that you have a pretty good idea of what you can get in the Oklahoma City area within your budget. If that's something that you find value in, I would certainly appreciate it if you click subscribe and click that bell notification so that you get notified anytime I drop a new video. And until then, guys, hope to see you soon.